morning. I'm John Ellsworth, founder of Success Strategies Incorporated and the creator of the Success Strategies Advantage. I want to welcome you to today's presentation, which I've entitled, What to Do in Tough Times. What should we do in difficult times, in challenging times? Motivational speaker Brendon Burchard did a recent presentation I thought was really positive and very helpful about what to do when we're stressed. When we're specifically stressed about things like what are going on today with the economy, supply chain challenges, rising inflation, rising costs, how about increase on interest rates and the stress that goes along with that? Brendon Burchard suggested the following three things. Number one, he said, raise your ambition level. And you're going, what? I'm stressed out. Why am I doing that? Raise your ambition level. What he's saying is be on your A game. Show up, be on time, be on focus. Increase your focus and be on your A game at all times. Because those providing you with the challenges, whether it's a situation or a person or a bureaucrat, for example, will be caught off guard if you're prepared and you are truly on your A game. I think that's exciting. I found that bureaucrats in particular hate it when you are better prepared than they are. When you've already studied, analyzed, and evaluated the various what ifs, what if this happens, what will I do, and you've thought this through, and you've laid out your game plan 2 steps ahead, they are just frustrated with that, and I love doing that, and I think you will too. So, number one, raise your ambition level and be on your A game at all times, because success in this type of environment that we're going through right now often requires that you raise your ambition level and be on your A game at all times. Number two, Brendon suggested reframe your doubt. In other words, overcome pessimism. He suggested that, and I quote, doubt is calling you to rise up, not stopping you, end of quote. We all have doubts. This is very normal. I have them at times too. We all do. We just do. I mean, that's part of life. We're all going to have doubts. But what we need to do is reframe those doubts and overcome the pessimism and not just naturally conclude that everything's going to turn out in the most negative fashion possible, because that's typically not true. So what I would suggest you do, and I've done this with myself numerous times, ask yourself, if I was succeeding in this situation, notice it's not pessimistic. If I was succeeding in this situation, what would have to happen for me to feel successful? To feel like I'm gaining on this project or this process or this challenge? So number two, reframe your doubt. Number three, reset your habits. This kind of goes along with being on your A games, but today's challenge requires that we increase our daily focus. We have to improve our habits, make better habits, and if you do, I can assure you, you will increase your productivity, you will increase the goals that you're achieving, and you will tend to be more successful. We call this next level thinking because I want you to be helped in overcoming obstacles and succeed in spite of them. Because guess what, folks? We all get them. I get them in my business, in my life too, and nobody's an exception to this. It may look like it on Facebook or on some other LinkedIn that people are only showing their shiny sides, but who would show their negatives? Of course, you're only seeing the best things that people do, but the reality is we all have challenges, and it's important that we overcome them. So, again, the 3 steps: raise your ambition level, reframe your doubt, and reset your habits. And I'd like to summarize with my own thoughts along with Brendon Burchard's suggestions, and that is, number one, rest up if you need to. If necessary, rest up and then literally show up with your A game in line. Number two, recall, as Brendon said earlier, doubts are normal. So develop a plan and overcome these. Overcome the doubts, overcome the challenges. That's what life's all about. That's what success is about. And number three, to quote Mr. Miyagi in the Karate Kid movies, and I love those movies, remember what he said to the Daniel that he was training? He said, and I quote, "Focus, Daniel-san, focus. End of quote. And I think that's imperative. I think it's positive. So rest up if you need to. Remember that doubts are normal. Get on your A game and then focus, as Mr. Miyagi suggested. I suggest you stay the course, and I guarantee you will succeed at higher levels. I want to thank you for listening today. I'm John Ellsworth, founder of Success Strategies Incorporated and the creator of the Success Strategies Advantage. Thank you very much.